Zion Williamson and his Duke Blue Devils playing in Madison Square Garden last night after the game. He fielded questions about what else, the potential of playing for the Knicks next season. Here is how he handled everything.
I think this is RJ's team. RJ, do you want to play for the Knicks? RJ, you want to play for the Knicks? If they draft you, yeah. If they draft me, I would love to play for the Knicks. Like, I'm not really like, I don't want to say like, I don't really care where I go. Like, just the experience of being in the NBA. Whoever wants me and whoever sees the most of me, that's where I want to be.
I don't know if I could love this kid anymore because I love the way he plays. I love the way he answered this. I thought it was fantastic.
He's like NBA level already because he knows to push it off to somebody else.
Make a joke.
RJ, yeah.
Make a joke.
Make a joke.
Put it off on somebody
someone else.
And then give it the answer. He didn't say it was the mecca of basketball. That would have gotten him a gold star.
Right. If you say that, that's part of NBA
say
talk.
He wants to play there. Perfect.
Right.
By the way,
he'll play for whoever drafts him because
I can't
he's so
believe how
excited,
much
Byron,
Trey
in the
Jones
NBA.
looks like his brother Tyus.
Yeah, but you know what? The kid has some humility as well. I mean, obviously, when he said this is not his team, yeah, I mean, when we watch Duke, you want to see this guy get out on the break, number one. And then when he says, well, you know, anybody who would want me. There's 29, 30 teams in this league that would want you.
30.
Yeah. So
there was a question of if the Warriors should take
like
this
I said, there's 29 or 30 teams in this league that would want you. So
well, that's how they could get.
It's not who wants you, it's obviously who drafts you. But this kid's amazing. I think he's going to be a great basketball player in the NBA for a long time.
He fouled out last night. So, if he got to the Knicks, Rachel, this would be, let's talk real serious.
Yes.
If he went to the Knicks and they had cap space and they got Porzingis back, you could flip the Knicks into a contender. Maybe not next year they wouldn't be a contender, but let's say in their dream world, if we want to talk about the dream world, let's say Porzingis comes back and is good. Let's say they win the lottery, and let's say they sign Kevin Durant. You're talking about that is, I don't say that's not likely.
You want to make producer Steve faint in the control room with excitement of this scenario?
If you're a Knicks fan and it's Christmas, you might as well just make your prayers for it because that's possible. Not likely, but it's possible. I mean,
Byron, they just put up odds, and obviously it's a little different this year because it used to be those odds were reflecting who would then have the most number of lottery balls, right? Instead, you're going to have 3 teams that have equal chance. So 3 teams, whatever the bottom 3 teams, will end up with equal chances at that number 1 pick. If you are in management, Byron, or a coach on one of those, quote, bottom teams that we just saw up there this season, I mean, is this the draft maybe since LeBron where you want to try your hardest to get that number 1 pick? I mean, how much expectation is there about how good Zion's going to be in the league?
I think the expectations are crazy on how good this kid is going to be. You look at him right now, you look at LeBron in high school, his senior year, there's a lot of similarities. The athleticism is crazy, the way they pass the ball, the way they handle the ball, the way they think about their teammates. There's a lot of similarities. So I think there's a lot of GMs right now that are saying if we don't get that number 1 pick, we got to do everything we can, or we're going to do a lot to see if we can secure that number 1 pick so we can get this kid Zion.
There's some teams that are really going for it, so I applaud them on that already this season.